for Formula Shell Super Unleaded. At guard, number 30, Jerry Esplana. At guard, number 21, Donald Williams. At center, number 25, John Bess. At forward, number 3, Chris Jackson. And at forward, number 14, Benji Paras. Head coaches Perry Ronquillo, assistant coach Joey Guanyo. And now
In fact, ang Mobiline has not lost 2 straight in quite a while.
Yes, so balancing-balanse maski doon sa ating mga tinitignan mga numbers at saka yung mga tendencies kanina kung saan sila malaki ang chance manalo.
Pinag-uusapan mo yung balance, Yeng. Itong dalawang koponan na to, nagtagpo na ngayong taon na to ng 15 beses.
Oo.
8 sa 7 ang kanilang record. Lamang-lamang ng isang laro itong Mobiline. Head-to-head dito sa conference na to, 6-5 ang kanilang ika nga record, lamang din ang isa ang Mobiline. So, ika nga kung dikit sa dikit, ito na siguro ang pinaka-dikit na serye na makikita natin sa kasaysayan ng PBA.
Couldn't be closer than this one. At nakita natin doon sa laro na nakaraan ay 10 to 12 point lead is nothing in this series. Talagang sa isang kisap mata, yung 10 point lead na yan, nawawala yan dito sa dalawang team na to.
Totoo yan. And right now, itong dalawang koponan na ito, naghahanap na kanilang unang puntos. Chris Jackson getting his first basket from PLDT long distance. And a 3-0 count para sa Formula Shell. Alam mo, pag-uusapan natin ang Game 7 stints ng magkabilang prangkisa. Well, ang Mobiline, bagito sa Game 7 situations. Of course, this is their first ever championship in a regular conference sa PBA. Ang Formula Shell, on the other hand, has been in 2 previous Game 7 situations and they lost both. But of course, sabi ni Perry Ronquillo, that is all history for us. This is a new game. Babaguhin namin ang takbo ng aming kapalaran.
Sabi mo nga kanina, usapan dito, destiny talaga, kung sino ang mas malaki ang puso. Yung palakihan na ng puso itong larong ito.
Totoo yan, at hindi sinusukat yan sa katawan dahil alam din natin na ito si Eric Altamirano, napakalaki ng puso nito. Yung fighting heart nito ay pampihira. He won a championship with Pure Foods and he's looking to be only the second coach ever to win 2 championships in his first 2 years sa PBA.
Oo, at alam mo, kasamang Noli, itong dalawang team na to, talagang namumuong rivalry na, So even after this conference, going into next year, makikita natin matitindi talaga ang laban ng dalawang ito.
Walang duda yan. Samantala, yung depensa ng Formula Shell ang matindi ngayon. Napigilan nila yung opensa ng Mobiline. Lamang po ang Super Unleaded, ang Gas Kings ng Formula Shell. Nothing. A minute and 10 seconds gone by in game number 7. Paras nasa poste. Diyan bumubuo ng frontline kasama ni Chris Jackson at ni John Best. Inatrasan si Alvin Teng, umangat, maiksi yan. Tinapik palabas ni McLary to remain with Formula Shell with 4 seconds remaining sa shot clock ng Formula Shell.
Ang takbo ng huling laro natin, yung game 6 kasamang Noli, was really a defensive game. At mukhang continuation ito nung larong yun. Talagang depensahan sila.
Uy, pinalipag na lamang ni John Best pero muntik na pumasok yan. Alam mo, yan ang sabi nga natin, Yeng. Itong larong ito, itong setting ito has been really a battle between defense and offense.
Yes.
At yung 80 puntos na marka, tila yun ang ating laging tinitingnan. At take a look at Perry Ronquillo looking for his first ever crown sa PBA.
Alam mo, itong matchup natin ito, talagang couldn't be any closer. Sinasabi ko nga, pati sa import matchup, local matchup, coaching matchup, pinakadikit na siguro itong series na ito.
Although may konting kakulangan ng Mobiline sa kasalukuyan dahil wala po si Jose Francisco at si Tony Boy Espinosa. Both are injured and they will not play today. In the meantime, there's a foul by Al Solis as that loose ball was recovered by Jerry Esplana. Wala pang puntos ang Mobiline, 5-0, nearing the 9-minute mark ng ating unang yugto.
kung titignan mo yung first 3 minutes of this ball game, medyo mataas yata ang intensity ng Shell. Yung nakita natin, Tony Boy Espinosa couldn't play tonight.
Oo.
But I'm sure he's cheering for this team. Manalo.
Yun. Ako, medyo kailangan mas malakas pa ang kanyang pag-cheer at pagdasal. 7-2 na po ang ating score. Donald Williams getting his first 2 points off the ball game.
Opposite ito nung nangyari nung game 6. Ang unang romansyada sa opensa noon itong Mobiline.
Totoo yan. Inside, McClary. And he breaks the ice for Mobiline. 7-2. John Best. Sinagasaan si McClary.
Oh, out na dyan.
And 1.
Talaga napaka-agresibo ng Shell ngayon sa kanilang offense. Aside of course from playing good defense on the other end, nakakadalawang puntos pa lang ito. Tignan natin ang ayun, yung drive ni John Best, wala sa posisyon si T. McClary.
Alam mo yung problema talaga sa Mobiline yun. Tandaan natin si McClary yung gumawa ng puntos doon sa kabilang dako.
Oo.
Tapos siya pa yung nagabol sa bababa.
Oo.
Wala doon si Silas Mills. Wala si Alvin Teng para salubungin. Ito si John Best.
Ayun, nakikita natin baka magka-problema sa transition defense itong Mobiline. Alam mo, nung huling laro, ang naging problema nila nung lumamang sila ng mga 12, yung kanilang turnovers
Oo.
So, tignan natin kung nai-adjust na nila ang turnovers nila.
Well, McClary and Mills committed 15 of the team's 18 turnovers back in game number 6. Outside shot ni Silas Mills. Yan ang unang missile na pinalabas ni Silas Mills. PLDT long distance bomb. And the lead has been cut down to 5, 10-5. 8 minutes remaining sa unang yugto. Chris Jackson sa labas na naman. Medyo ito yata si Jackson naging offensive minded dito sa first quarter, ha?
Pumasok kasi yung unang tira niya, mukhang binibigyan siya talaga ng opening doon. Tinira niya ulit.
Mills scoots inside, nilabas kay Capasio for 3, nothing there. Ang tapik napunta kay McClary.
Well, that's good thinking there.
Nice pass.
Wala.
Sorry, miss para kay Alvin Teng. Yun yung mga iisip-isipin mo pag ikaw natalo sa game 7 ng isang punto lamang, ano?
Oo, yun ang mga tirang hindi ka mapagkatulog pag naisip mo
In the meantime, a turnover laban sa Formula Shell. What a great crowd we have dito sa loob ng Cuneta Astrodome. Ito muna yung mintis ni Alvin Teng. Libre. Naku, pinibi ni Alvin Teng yung kanyang layup.
Ayun, kulang sa speed yung bola. Kulang sa pagkakatama sa backboard.
That's our score. First quarter of game number 7. Winner take all. Sa PBA Governors Cup. Cross court. 10 seconds of shot clock. McClary goes up. Yes. Estertina with a total of 4 points.
Well, that's the weak spot now on the side of the Shell defense. Yung kanilang depensa sa poste para kay McClary. They try to double team pero mukhang wala pa rin yun.
Medyo tinulak ni Alvin Teng si Benji Paras doon sa pagkakataon na yan, trying to fight the screen. And Alvin Teng will pick up his first foul.
That was a good acting job din by Benji Paras. Tignan natin, medyo may arte ng konti ito. Titignan nyo.
Hindi ganun kalakas. Malakas ito si Alvin Teng, pero
Ayun,
hindi kasing lakas. Hindi ganun kalakas para may papaksak ito si Benji Paras.
Yes. Pero kasama sa laro yan, nabanggit natin, kasama yan, mga breaks yan, breaks of the game.
Jarius Plana. He has also played well in this championship series. His last championship was back in his rookie year, and he says, ganado ko, Benji Paras, ganado din sa pagdakdak.
Ayun ang maganda kay John Best. When he gets the double team, he looks for his open teammate. That time, Benji Paras for the dunk.
Benji Paras with his first 2 points. Ang average yan dito sa setting ito, almost 9 points per ball game. And another turnover against Mobiline off the hands ni Silas Mills. Sabi nga natin, Yeng, very important yung turnovers na ma-check nila. But more importantly, Silas Mills has to keep himself in check throughout this ballgame. Hindi lamang, we're not talking about 40 minutes, 42 minutes, 48 minutes ang ating pinag-usapan kung walang overtime, ha?
Yun ang nangyari noong huling laro nila. Mga 40 minutes siguro, he was under control. Pagdating ng last 8 minutes, medyo nawala na yung kanyang focus, concentration.
Ayan na naman si Benji Paras. Alam mo, pag nananalo ang Formula Shell, si Benji Paras has been playing big. 8 points, 9 rebounds. And the day already has 4 points. A bad pass by McLary. Another turnover laban sa Mobiline. John Best, cross court. Muntik na magaw ni Alvin Teng.
Tama ginawa ni John Best. Pull out niya pero mali naman yung pasa niya. Isang cross court pass, ano?
And the action has picked up this early in game number 7. What a championship game. Benji Paras picking up the action. We'll be back. Maaga pa mga kaibigan, makikita niyo naman yung fans ni Benji Paras. Well, the Tower of Power has been showing his stuff here early in the first quarter, already with 4 points in the ball game. In the meantime, a turnover laban sa Formula Shell so far. Yang dito sa first quarter, nakikita natin na medyo tight yung paglalaro ng dalawang koponan. A lot of turnovers already being committed here.
Marami na talaga at kasama pa rin yan dun sa tema ng championship series na ito, yung kanilang nakita natin yung turnovers. So, sinasabi ko kanina, is the tight defense being applied by both teams and making it very difficult for the other team to get good looks at that basket.
Totoo yan. Ang Mobiline dito sa championship has averaged 19 turnovers. Another turnover dito. Mauubusan sila ng shot clock. Patay. Yan ang naman depensa ng Formula Shell. Hindi makapasok yung Mobiline sa loob. Ano yun?
Ang ganda-ganda ng pasok ng depensa ng Shell dito sa first quarter na ito. That's how you set the pace defensively. And Shell has done that. Kailangan i-counter ng Mobiline yan bago lumaki problema nila.
Shell has actually not been known for their defense, especially in this championship series. It has been Mobiline's defense that has won their games. Pero ang Formula Shell has always banked on their offense. Pero dito sa first quarter, makikita mo yung ngipin ng depensa ng Formula Shell.
Oo.
Good tap. Wala kay McLary. A turnover here.
Binawian naman sila doon. One good defensive gem there by Team McLary.
Ito na naman. Offensive foul na naman.
And that's a turnover.
Another turnover. And that's already the 6th turnover for Mobiline in the first quarter alone. More importantly, second foul ni Team McLary. Dire-diretso siya kay Benji Paras eh.
Oo, hindi man lang sumide-step. At ang problema pa niya, tinatao niya dito sa kabilang side si John Best. Yun, field goal percentages, 60% for Shell. Mobiline under 50% yan.
Mahalaga din yan. Dahil ang Mobiline pinapayagan ng Formula Shell na sumot ng mahusay. They more or less or almost always lose the ball game. In the meantime, Jerry Esplana banging away from the side. At shot na po ang kabante ng Formula Shell. By the way, Patrick Fran is now in the ball game.
Yes, nakita natin sa Shell yung kanilang local scoring na kailangan nila maaga pa lang nandyan na.
Oo. In fact, si John Best 3 puntos pa lamang, si Williams 2. Ang leading scorer si Paras at si Esplana. Pumukol sa labas. Patay. Donald Williams for 3. PLDT long distance shot number 1 for Williams. And don't look now, but this is a double-digit lead para sa Formula Shell.
Open si Williams nobody rotating on him. And that tells you something about the defense of Mobiline. Yun na naman.
Alam mo, kahit na sino may hawak ng bola sa Mobiline, dino-double team ng Formula Shell defense, ha?
Yes, at kakaproblema sila because the other 4 guys are not moving. Ayun, open shot. Nobody there inside to bother the shot of Donald Williams.
Whenever they win, Donald Williams has averaged 35% from the 3-point range and 29 points per ball game. He was the big man in game number 6 down the stretch. Williams, binibigyan ng screen ni Glenn Capasio. Pinilit yung tira. Masyadong malakas. And they will run out sa kanilang shot clock.
That was a 4 shot there by Donald Williams. Could have passed it. Pero alam natin yung shot clock nila kung konti na rin yung time left eh.
Panay ang balasa ng lineup ni Eric Altamirano. Binalik niya ulit pinasok niya ngayon si Al Solis for the first time. This is a very small unit para sa Mobiline, with 3 guards.
Tatlong gwardiya, so lumid sila ng konti rito.
McLary, wala. Rebound ni John Best. Ano bang intensyon dito ni Eric Altamirano, Jeng?
Well, he's trying to get more activity siguro. Itong mga gwardiya masisipag kumilos ito dahil hindi nagkikikilos itong Mobiline kanina eh.
Well, they'll have to talk it over. Formula Shell on top by 12 here in the first quarter. In the last 5 minutes, maliban sa mga turnovers, of course, pagdating naman sa assist, makikita mo Formula Shell playing more as a team dito sa Game 7.
That's the best testament to the defense of Shell. Yung 5 minutes na scoreless itong Mobiline. And when you want to win a championship game, you have to start with playing good defense.
During the breaking, nabanggit ko sa akin yung kaibahan ng pagpasok ng intensity ng dalawang koponan. Ano ba napunan mo dyan, Yeng?
Matamlay, no? Matamlay itong Mobiline dun sa pagpasok pa lang. As opposed naman dun sa talaga makikita mong gigil at desire na pinakita ng Shell. Pero alam mo, sabi natin dito sa ligang ito, double digit lead is nothing eh.
Nothing.
Nawawala ka agad yan, basta nag-relax ka, nawalan ka ng focus.
But one more thing about this Mobiline team, they have not been able to shoot from the outside. It's been all inside the lane. Yan si McLary na naman with another basket. 6 points na ngayon para kay Team McLary. Pero nobody among the locals scoring para sa Mobiline so far.
Maganda rin yung napansin mong yun, ano? Outside shooting ng Mobiline has to be there for them to win.
Well, right now they have 3 gunners with Capaccio, Solis at saka si Patrick Fran. Of course, si Silas Mills hit a 3-point shot kanina. But that's been all that he's done so far. Capaccio mula sa kanto, yes!
Well, that time there was no rotation. Good ball movement for Mobiline. Talagang open na si Glenn doon sa tirang yon.
Glenn Capaccio has been a revelation into the championship series, averaging almost 10 points per ball game and 45% from the 3-point range. Bagong weapon ito, sandata ni Glenn Capaccio nakuha niya ngayong season na ito.
Alam mo, dati pa talagang meron ng outside shot niya si Glenn pero medyo nawala tapos na-recover niya uli ngayon.
That's true. Samantala, may foul na naman si Team McLary. Number 3 already on Team McLary. Well, right now, let's take it over kay Sepi Cristobal and the report tungkol sa Mobiline. Sepi?
Thank you, Nolly. Sa kupunan po ng Mobiline Phone Pals earlier before the game, sabi ni Coach Eric Altamirano, all they have to do is be aggressive and try to get Formula shot into foul trouble as early as possible. Pero nangyayari kabaliktaran ang Mobiline Phone Pals sa malapit na maging foul trouble. At syempre sabi niya, Formula shot is putting pressure on them, so for them to get back, they have to put the pressure back on Formula shot. Nolly?
Maraming salamat, Sepi. Well, talagang makikita mo naman yung pressure na ina-apply nitong Formula Cell. Parang bawat makahawak ng bola hindi malaman kung anong gagawin dun sa bolang yun.
Isang dahilan din yan. Baka nilagay na ni Coach Eric dito yung kanyang tatlong gwardiya. No? So mas madadalian sila siguro coping with that pressure with 3 ball handlers.
3 for 3. 3 for 3 si John Best from the free throw line on that third foul ni Team McLary.
Look at that defense. Oh.
Outside shot. Sobrang kapos naman nun.
Yes, and sabi natin yung depensa nila, ang ganda-ganda ng movement, ang galing ng reaction nila.
Illegal D. Alam mo, this early ang problema, patong-patong na para kay Eric Altamirano. 3 fouls si McLary. They're not getting anything from Silas Mills. No activity from him. And of course, yung kanilang locals, well, ilag pa lamang talagang nagiging intense dito sa larong ito.
Oh, at ito na si Silas Mills ang kumukuha kay John Best. Team McLary, 3 na ang foul. Medyo problema na yan para sa Mobiline.
Best, kumig, inilabas kay Esplana, pumira sa labas. Short. Oh, wala pa foul yan. Sabi ni Frankie Lim, yung assistant coach ng Mobiline. And Chris Jackson will be called for that one. And look at the Mobiline fans. Talk about intensity.
Mas intense yata yung fans ng Mobiline.
Well, bihira ka makarating dito sa puntong ito, and it's about time that you know that you just throw in everything.
Hindi po wrestling ang pinapanood natin. Ito po ang Game 7 ng Governor's Cup. Babagsak na ngayon ang mga lobo na nasa itaas. Ayaw natin at sa gusto, may magsa-champion ngayon.
Oh, and this is actually the last playing day ng Centennial year. Hindi na sa ating lifetime yan, makikita natin yung susunod na huling laro ng isang centenaryo.
Oo, pero ako may balak ako makita Suswertein. Pero baka hindi rin swertein, masyado matagal na yun.
Naku, hinahanap po yung fountain of beauty. Outside shot ni Patrick Fran. Kailangan nila yan. PLDD long distance shot. It's been a while na si Patrick Fran came up smoking from the outside. His first attempt, first basket. Only 20 seconds remaining. Esplana. Inaatrasan si Fran at may foul.
Ayun, ina-isolate nila si Jerry Esplana against Patrick Fran. Patrick Fran is a really good defensive player. Pero that time, nag-commit siya ng foul. At nag-work na rin. Umuubra na yung gamble dito ni Coach Eric because we got 1 3-pointer from Glenn and another 3-pointer from Patrick Fran. So, they need those 3-point shots for them to win.
Good point. Well, si Patrick Fran, most improved player of this season. In the meantime, what's this? Offensive foul. Laban kay Donald Williams.
Oo, at medyo nainis siya kay Glenn Capasio ron. Pero dyan magaling si Glenn eh. Pagka medyo mainitin ang ulo mo, iinisin ka talaga ni Glenn Capasio.
Only 4 seconds remain. McLaren nilusob ang depensa. Yes! And that'll do it. It is the first quarter. A barrage of points para sa Mobiline. And they have come to within 5 points ng lamang ng Formula Shield. The battle has just begun. Dito pa sa game number 7 ng PBA Governors Cup.
Pavitan, the official energy drink of the PBA. The Pavitan gets you going.
Kanya-kanyang pakulo dito sa game number 7, and we're happy to have you with us, Philippines. Noli Yala po kasama si Yeng Gao. Second quarter underway now. Noy Castillo has checked into the ball game kasama si Victor Pablo para sa Formula Shell. Abante ng 5 ang Super Unleaded at the moment. Victor Pablo from the outside. Wala, Al Solis hits the rebound.
Well, the 3 guards of Mobiline providing that extra energy na kailangan nila. Kanina walang kalatoy-latoy itong Mobiline team na to. Pero itong tatlong ito talagang naging spark plug.
Tama yung word na yun, walang kalatoy-latoy. But right now, after a 3-point shot mula kay Fran and a 2-point basket to end the quarter para kay McLaren, Mobiline seems to be a different team. There's a foul by Noy Castillo as McLaren had a mismatch underneath.
Ito makita natin kung maitutuloy ng Mobiline yung kanilang momentum. Nako, sandali na lang ito. Magkakaparehas na halos itong game na ito.
Glenn Capasio, lulusob sa loob. Ginamit ang kanan. Wala, rebound ni Victor Pablo.
Well, that's an important stop here for Shell. Medyo natigil. Ayun,
Wala na magawa.
Oh.
Wala na magawa si McLaren. He has 3 personal fouls. And John Best was deep underneath.
Well, that's good positioning there for John Best.
McLaren, nilusob naman. Gets the basket as we saw the numbers. Back in the first quarter, Team McLaren already with 10 points. Ang kanyang partner na si Silas Mills only with 3 points. Yeng, at isa pa lamang yata ang attempt nito. Dalawa, yung isa yung kapos.
And that's very unusual, lalo na nasa championship tayo.
Pinitin pa sa era ni Donald Williams up against Glenn Capasio, one of the members of the all-defensive team. And a 7-point lead once again para sa Formula Shell. Mills goes up. No! Tapik. Napunta kay McLaren. He's in the shaded lane. He goes up. Wala pa rin. Rebound scramble. Napunta kay Noy Castillo.
Ang maganda ron sa Shell, 5 silang rumi-rebound doon sa sitwasyon na yon.
Pablo is underneath. Na-double team and there's a foul. Yun ang problema ng Mobiline ngayon. Pag ang bola pumasok sa loob at ang mga bumabantay, yung locals ng Mobiline, medyo tagilid na yung depensa nila.
Yun naman ang disadvantage itong 3-guard lineup na to. Eh, pagdating sa height, kamukha ng Williams Capasio, medyo lamang na si Williams dyan.
First foul ni Glenn Capasio. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Williams, medyo nadulas yun.
Tulas, oo. Pero ang ganda ng depensa ni Glenn doon. Pinahirapan niya talaga si Williams.
Samantala si Jojo Lim will check in now. Papaltan si Chris Jackson. Jojo Lim played a marvelous ball game back in game number 5. Tandaan natin, pinantayan niya si Silas Mills. Actually, siya yung nagpainit ng ulo dito kay Silas Mills eh.
At nung huling laro natin, medyo uminit din uli. Alang ulo nito Silas Mills, ha?
Uy, libre si McLaren. That's a great ball movement para sa Mobiline Yeng.
Double team kay Silas Mills. Made the right passes. Yung extra pass ang tinatawag natin.
Bad pass! Muntik na maagaw yun dahil yung pasa palobo eh.
Palobo, mahina ang dating. Kaya may chance talaga yung defense na habulin yan.
Pero Ronquillo knows that they have to keep their turnovers down. In the games that they've lost in the series, they committed 16.7 turnovers. In the games that they've won, they only committed 10 turnovers. So 6 at kalahating turnover ang diferensya nun. Williams at close range, wala. Again, Capasio putting on the cuffs there. 26-21. Outside si Al Solis. Lamang po ng 5 lamang ang Formula Shell, but Mobiline has never led in this ball game. Patrick Fran left wide open.
Well, there's the extra pass again. Good ball movement. It's really the small guys now hurting the Shell defense.
Patrick Fran playing only in his second game of the championship series. He has averaged only 2 points per ball game, but today already banging away here with a total of 5 points. John Best, nasa kanto, nalibre ng bagya. Yes!
Well, they always go to John Best in a crunch situation. That time, Best delivering.
Silas Mills naman sa kabila. Wala pa rin. Wala makuha doon si Silas Mills. Ang tapik, napunta kay Jojo Lim. And Mills just walking down here.
Ito, ayan ang problema. Ito na problema kay Silas Mills. He has to keep playing and inspire his teammates.
Outside shot. Pablo with a follow-up. Wala pa rin. And Mills continues to walk down the floor. Ewan ko kung alam niya, nasa game 7 na siya.
Ayun.
Nasa loob siya. Ito sa'yo. Lulusot, Wakesit. Rebound, napulot ni Donald Williams.
Well, he's getting frustrated.
He's 1 out of 7, Yeng, dito sa larong ito. Dito ni Williams, wala pa rin. McClary has started all by his lonesome. 3-on-2 fast break. Bounce pass, Solis, ikaw na, sabi niya. Huwag na
Ayun na. Itong tatlong locals na lang talaga yumayari dito ng laro ng Mobiline dahil yung import nila, well, except for Team McClary, Silas Mills, discourage yata siya ngayon.
Well, hindi ka ba madi-discourage pag 1 out of 7, ang liliit pa na bumabantay sa'yo. In the meantime, there's gonna be a foul, holding foul, laban kay Patrick Fran dun sa import ng Formula Shell na si John Best, and Fran will pick up his second foul. Oh, what a ball game. Game number 7 ng Bayan ng Superstars. Mayang gabi sa ating mga kaibigan sa Cebu City. Eric Altamirano has been up on his feet since the opening bell.
Nabanggit po yung mga taga Cebu, maraming nagdadaos ng kanilang piyesta ngayon. Ito ang Feast of the Immaculate Conception,
Ito
yung mga taga Guagua, Pampanga. Happy fiesta dyan sa Guagua.
Kasama ko ang inyong kabalen, si Yeng Giao, Noli Yala po, para sa game number 7. Pablo, pinilit yung tirang yan. Hinahanap niya yung pang-apat na foul ni McClary, Yeng?
Oo, masyado silang nakadiin dun sa hanap ng foul na yun. Kailangan lang umupesa ng ayos.
Finally, Mills will get a foul off Jojo Lim. Kanina pa niya hinahanap yun
Kanina pa, kaya nga yung sa referee siya nakatingin parati.
And that'll send Silas Mills to the free throw line. Alam mo, nung nakasama ko si Norman Black sa ESPN, sabi nga niya, this is one young man who certainly has the stuff to play in the NBA. Alisin lamang niya yung init ng ulo. You know, this guy is only 22 years old. Correction, 28 years old, Bata pa to. But he has certainly been a tremendous player. Has never played in the NBA out of the Utah State. Best import ng ating Governor's Cup.
Pero kung titignan mo to, talagang talented tong import na to.
Oo.
Dami niyang alam gawin, daming tira. Defensively, last few games nga, dinodominate niya sa defense itong si Williams.
Ang katawan niya pang basketball talaga
Oo.
Manipis na mahahaba yung kalamay.
Yeah.
28-26, just a field goal separating both teams now. From a high of 12 points kanina ng Formula Shell. Formula Shell going on the attack with John Best at may foul na itatawag laban kay Silas Mills.
Yung play na yun na yung bread and butter play ng Shell dito. They always go to John Best at the post. Pagka may double team, hahanap na lang ng open. Pero pagka walang double team, ayun, he'll do that and take the ball to the basket himself.
Of course, may mahalaga ang mga pumipito ngayong araw na to. Class A referees, Ernie De Leon, Oji Bernardo, and of course kasama nila si Luis Cruz, ang ating mga referees dito sa game number 7. That's John Best's son.
Oh, yun pala.
John Better.
John Better.
Better Best. And he's cheering on his dad. Well, he knows this is going to be a big one. Hindi lamang yung bonus, but of course, Formula Shell has been looking for a title since 1992. Mobiline has never tasted a regular PBA conference crown. You talk about hunger? Well, those are the figures and those are the facts. May foul sa pagpasok ni Glenn Capasio.
At alam mo, napaka-importante sa isang career din ng isang coach itong championship na to. Both for Perry Ronquillo and for Eric Altamirano. This will be their first championship, kung sakali.
Actually, si Eric, pangalawa niya. He won a championship with Pure Foods.
Oo, tama.
But si Perry, tama ka doon, Yeng. First crown, he's looking for his first crown. Well, who else will know better? As we take a look at Manny Pangilinan, ang PLDT Chief Executive Officer, of course, on hand for his sister company, ang Mobiline Phone Pals. He has been very supportive nitong kumpanya na to ever since he took over dyan sa PLDT, Yeng?
Oo, at alam mo ito, mahilig din pala sa basketball. basketball and sports in general. Si Manny Pangilinan, Thailand Mills.
Well, ang balita nga natin, he was a team manager of the Ateneo Blue Eagles during his collegiate days.
Naku,
So ito hindi biro-biro, hindi lamang ito ika nga laro sa kanya. Talagang siguro nasa tugo rin niya ang basketball.
tama.
Dalawa na lamang po ang abante ng Formula Shell.
Alam mo, magandang ano to, no? Magandang change of pace ang basketball pagkatapos mo sa opisina na talagang mega bucks at mega deals yung pinag-iisipan mo.
Mega bucks din yung mga inaalagaan nila dito. Siya nga pala, si Merwin Castelo, nasa loob na po ngayon. Siyang tumatao kay Noy Castillo, a bigger guard, pero gwardiya pa rin niya nasa loob. Donald Williams, wala. This guard lineup ng Mobiline has done them great things dito sa second quarter, ha, Yeng?
At actually, pinahinga lang ng konti si Patrick Pratt. Pinalit si Merwin Castelo, pero it's the same principle here.
Outside shot, too strong. Lamang si John Best, pero nando si Merwin Castelo. That's a great foul.
Yes.
Dahil ipapatot na lamang niya, wala na. Patay na sa fast break ang Mobiline doon.
Sure 2 points na yun, ano? At hindi natin alam kung sinadya yun o talagang na-foul lang si Merwin
Nagkataon
Castelo.
lang.
But either way, it's a good foul.
This is Game 7 sa Bayan ng Superstars. We'll be back. You're watching the PBA on VTV. Pala, we're actually having a doubleheader today sa VTV. Right after this ball game, ang tabayanan niyo po ang ating unang laban, yung laban ng ating Philippine Centennial team, Centennial basketball team, dyan sa 13th Asian Games. And we will be bringing that to you on a slightly delayed basis over VTV. Of course, makakasama nyo dyan si Randy Sakdalan at si Norman Black dito sa Manila. And of course, Ed Pixon and Andy Howe all the way sa Thailand. Yan po ang ating first game against Kazakhstan right after game number 7.
Maganda ring laro yun. Ang mga karamihan sa mga kababayan natin hindi alam kung anong klaseng team itong Kazakhstan na to.
Oo.
Mamaya makikita na nila.
Samantala, dito sa larong ito, labang pa rin ang Formula Shell ng dalawa. 30-28. Illegal defense na naman ang itatawag ni Ernie De Leon. And this will be against Silas Mills.
So, technical foul na yan.
Johnny Velasquez, Yeng,
Oo.
of Piltel on hand as well. So yung mga top men ng Mobiline all here at the Cuneta Astrodome. Of course, si Tommy Manotoc, a very good friend ni Johnny Velasquez. Tommy Manotoc, team consultant, Mobiline former head coach. Ako pa rin ito. And even though Williams is the pressure,
Oo, hindi usually nag-mintig siya sa foul line. Pero kanina, pumalog ang bola niya.
Ay, Castillo, hanap ng poste nila. Paras pa rin ang bitaka ng bola. He's inside, he faked, he goes up. Reverse, wala. Tabik na punta kay McLary.
Nag-step up na rin ang depensa ng Mobiline. And that's, ayun, nawala naman si Team McLaren.
Oy,
Nako! Ano ba yan?
Oh boy. Sos Mariosep. He has 3 fouls. And he gives up his 4th with 4:47 dito sa second quarter.
Well, yan, just Team McLaren is just, well, trying too hard, ano, yun, nakita naman
Malinaw
natin.
naman yun eh.
Malinaw. Pero hindi mo siya masisi, talagang nandun yung kanyang matinding desire, eh. Nawala lang sa isip niya, na tatlo na pala yung foul niya. Eh, nagtataka siya.
Alam mo yun ang sugal ng isang coach eh. Akala niya, siyempre sasabihan mo yan, miski nung sabihin mo sa timeout eh, na uy, 3 foul ka na, lumayo ka na dyan. Pero pag nasa loob ka na ng basketball court, nakakalimutan mo na yun eh.
Nako, pagka yung sinasabi natin adrenaline mo, masyadong mabilis siya sa takbo sa katawan mo,
Oo.
makakalimutan mo talaga kung ilan ang foul mo.
Uy, si Ricky Relosa, dating player ng Alaska ng Formula Shell.
Yan ang other half of the
Bruce Brothers.
nung araw. Si Yoyoy nandyan pa. Yoyoy
Oo.
Benjamin naglalaro pa.
Pinapanood niya yung kanyang dating kupunan Formula Shell trying to get only its 3rd crown and its first in the last 6 years.
Matagal-tagal na yun, ha. Kung talagang sa pagkain, medyo 6 years ka nang hindi kumakain yan. Gutom ka na.
Eh, Samantala ito Mobiline, talagang guto. Hindi pa
nakakakain yan.
Oo. Tumira sa labas yan. Solis!
Ay.
At ang pinagmamalaki ng Davao at saka ng Mandaue City.
Ano sabi ko sa'yo kanina, kasamang Noli, double-digit lead in this series is nothing. Ito, magkadikit na sila, 1 point na lang lamang ng Shell.
At karamihan dyan sa paghahabol ng Mobiline, nagmumula sa mga kamay ng locals, ha?
Oo.
Noy Castillo gives it to John Best. 5 seconds on their shot clock. Nasapal na bagya. Mills gets the rebound. Outlet to Glenn Cavacio. Under 4 minutes to play in game number 7, second quarter po.
Magandang contribution na yung kay Mills na kahit hindi siya nakakashoot, if he will stop John Best, then that's a good contribution for his team.
Bounce pass si Castelo pumorma. Ibinalik ni Mills. 6 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Bumaypay ng baseline. Umangat, pinumaser at may foul. Laban kay Benji Paras.
Ang ginawa ni Benji, hinabol pa niya ng supalpal, ano? Medyo off balance na si Silas Mills. He could have just maintained good position, pero hinabol niya ng supalpal. Tinawagan siya ng foul.
Yun din ang adrenaline na sinasabi mo.
Yun din, yung sinasabi ko, nangyari kay T. McClary kanina.
Silas Mills at the free throw line. He has upped his average from the semis to those numbers, 25.7 to semifinals. He only scored 21.9 points, and right now solo na lamang siya. Steve McClary has 4 personal fouls, sitting on the bench here in the second quarter. Jerry Esplana is back in the game. Binigyan niya ng pahinga si Noy Castillo. Glenn Capacio also checking out. Babalik sa laro si Patrick Tran.
Pumalit kay T. McClary dito si Eric Reyes, and tingin natin 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Siguro makikita natin si T. McClary sa second half na.
There's gonna be a 30-second timeout. Mukhang injury timeout. At yung tila yung mukha ni Benji Paras ay nagkakaroon ng pagdugo, ano?
Tinamaan yata siya dito sa may bandang ilong. I think it's nothing serious. Medyo nagalos lang siguro yan.
Again, we remind you mga kaibigan, right after this ball game, the Philippine Centennial basketball team goes up against Kazakhstan in their first game sa ating 13th Asian Games. At of course, yan ang ating unang assignment. Ray Gamboa ng Formula Shell, Vice Chairman ng PBA, also on hand para naman sa kanyang kupunan ng Formula Shell.
Talagang nandyan lahat ng top executives on both sides.
At ang daming mga bituin, hindi lamang sa basketball, kundi sa iba't ibang disciplines. Of course, nakita natin kanina si Manny Pacquiao. He's on hand today. He's on Commissioner's Row. At ika nga pinapanood ang dalawang kupunan. Battle it out here in game number 7. Well, si Manny Pacquiao, of course, is a true member ng bayan ng superstars. Superstar yan. Pagdating naman sa mundo ng boxing.
At matinding basketball fan din yan, si Manny Pacquiao.
Kaibigan yan, yung kasama sa PBL, si Paul Asi Taulaba. Very good friend, ano?
Yes, jogging mate sila.
Confident pa yata yan ni Taulaba. In fact, Taulaba yata was in Thailand when he fought. Yun ang, hindi naman.
Wala naman, ikaw naman. No?
Nanonood lang siya. Naglalaro pa nga pala. Hindi ka pa kayo eh.
Meron pa.
Samantala, ito si Williams. Pinili mo eh! Ang ganda naman nun. Dalawa-dalawa'y bumantay. Napasingit niya dun sa dalawang dumidepensa. Nakakuha pa ng foul. Laban kay Merwin Castelo yata.
Ang ganda ng lusot niya dyan. Sinandwich na siya dyan eh. Pero may maliit na puwang dun sa gitna. Nakita niya yung maliit na puwang na yun. Yun, dun siya lumusot.
Uy, si Patrick Tran ang tinawagan ng foul. It will be number 3 now on Patrick Tran. So 2 key players now in foul trouble para sa Mobiline. Si McClary with 4 sitting on the bench. Patrick Tran with 3. In the meantime, a Formula Shell has stayed out of those crippling fouls.
Kanina binanggit nung nila Sepi, nasa report nila from the bench. Ang Mobiline sana was trying to get Shell into foul trouble. Pero ang nangyari ngayon, ang Mobiline ang nasa foul trouble.
Sila ang napupunod sa maselang sitwasyon. 3 minuto na lang po dito sa ating second quarter. Di makatira si Castelo. 3 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Castelo pa rin ang may tangan ng bola. They've got to put it up. Nasapal. Pinalo up ni Eric Reyes. Wala pa rin. Rebound ni Merwin Castelo. Let's see. The play continues.
Live yan.
Alzol is given the shot. Wala. Rebound. Nakuha na naman ni Castelo. Solis. Tatapik sa likod. And there's gonna be a foul. Laban kay June Marsan.
Well, good hustle there by Merwin Castelo. Naka-recover siya. 2 rebounds. At sayang lang, hindi pumasok yung tira ni Alsolis kanina.
Alright, right now, kanina nakita natin si Benji Paras. Well, we'll give you that report right after this timeout. We'll be back in just a short while.
The official energy drink of the PBA. The Pavitan gets you going.
The Mobiline colors, yellow, and their fans cheering on. Very good friend yun ni Eric Reyes. 35-33 right now. Pasa natin after this free throw kay Paulo Trillo tungkol sa report sa injury ni Benji Paras. Paulo, ano ba nangyari kay Benji?
Okay, a while ago si Benji suffered a cut on top of his lip. Natamaan siya, one of the flying elbows ng last play. Formula Shell will have to end the half without him. Pero makakalaro siya sa second half. They're just gonna tape it up. Nolly?
Maraming salamat, Paulo. That's good news para sa Formula Shell fans. Benji Paras has been playing big here in the first half, of course. Samantala, 2 mintis yung free throws ni Alsolis.
Problema kay Al sa foul shot. Masyado kasing malakas ang pulso nito si Al eh.
So ito, magandang pulso si Jerry Esplana. 6 points para kay Jerry Esplana. Unang 2 puntos dito sa second quarter. And Formula Shell has upped their lead to 4, 37-33.
Kinokontrol pa rin ng Shell, ano? Nakakapag-rally yung Mobiline. Pero yun!
Uy, ang ganda nun! Kapit na kapit! And at the ensuing play, si Alsolis tatawagan ng foul on the fast break. But what a block mula kay Victor Pablo. Na-timingan niya yung galaw ni Silas Mills.
Nako, nagka-problema. I think yung shoulders ni Jerry Esplana baka may konting dislocation, ha?
Ito yung huling play. Kita mo, ha?
Ayun yung foul.
Saan ka pupunta?
Tupalpal yan.
Oo.
Ang kasunod dyan, yung foul ni Alsolis.
Nasabi, Teo, nagkapagkaan sila ng balikat. And alam natin ang kasaysayan itong balikat itong si Jerry Esplana. For a while in this third conference, he was out because of a shoulder injury.
At sayang for Jerry dahil nung last offensive nila, ito si Jerry pa ang nakashoot, ano?
Oo. Well, si Jerry Esplana has been an integral part of this championship series. Take a look at it again dito sa last or from another angle. Nice block mula kay Victor Pablo, and then boom, kakabanggaan sila ng balikat dyan. Jerry Esplana has averaged 8 points per ball game, 29 minutes kada laro. He seems like he's okay. Nilagyan lamang ng konting painkiller dyan.
Minasahe lang ng konti siguro. Pero tignan natin sa resulta ng foul shot niya kung talagang okay na to. Mukhang okay na.
Walang problema. At least yung first free throw. Kasi Jerry Esplana has been the spiritual leader nitong kupunan na ito. Nakikita mo naman yung mga inilalabas niya. Every time they begin a ball game, kita mo yung fans ni Jerry Esplana nung isang beses, Philippians. Kanina, Romans ang kanya nilabas.
Romans 8:28, ano pa yun?
Hindi ko alam. Pero maniwala ka sa hindi, itong si Jerry Esplana discusses those passages with the team just before they enter the basketball court.
Uy, maganda yan, ha?
Alsolis, titira ng 3. Too strong. Eric Reyes picking, and there's gonna be a foul against June Marsan.
Binigay na talaga ni June yung foul na yun. He'd rather that Eric Reyes take it from the foul line. Nasabi natin malakas na pulso ni Al. Sobrang
lakas yun.
Nasa 3-point shot na siya. Airball pa rin, sobra.
Nakita natin si Eric Altamirano. Well, nabanggit niya nga just before or after game number 6 that they lost game 6 because of the break. Sabi niya yung foul kay Eric Reyes was very crucial, but that's just the breaks. Ika nga, si Eric Reyes seems to be also somebody na aasahan ni Eric Altamirano, especially now that Team McClary is in foul trouble.
Yes, at alam mo, yung sa mga nasabing yun, nabanggit na ni Coach Eric Altamirano, sinasabi niya, breaks lang. Well, ayaw lang yan talagang, ayaw lang yan talagang bigyan ng sisi, no? Kung sino man dito sa team na ito. Ang pinukonsider niya na breaks na naman nagpatalo sa atin sa laro niya.
Sama-sama tayo dito kung matatalo tayo, sama-sama tayo kung mananalo tayo.
Oo, walang sisihan.
Walang sisihan to. Well, Eric Reyes getting 2 free throws, cutting down that Formula Shell lead to 4. Esplana looking at John Best. Best sees an opening. Difficult shot. Oh, what a shot. Practically behind the basket yung kanyang pagtirang yon.
At alam niya yung defensive ability ni Silas.
Uy, naku naman.
Ay, nako. Ano ba yan?
Glenn Capasso with an impossible shot inside the shaded lane. Laban sa dalawa yon, ha?
At kung mahirap yung ginawa ni John Best, eh mas mahirap itong ginawa ni Glenn Capasio. Yung
Binitawan na lamang niya as he was falling down. Watch it again from another angle. Sumabay ka pa. Dalawa-dalawa yan. Iniwasan niya. And a possible 3-point play pero nagsablay siya. Rebound, scramble, pinulot ni Victor Pablo. Nakikita mo talaga nagpapakamatay na sa bola kasi Pablo.
eh, championship na. Talaga kailangan gumait ka sa bola pag nakita mong loose ball yan.
A minute and 13 remaining. Esplana gets away. The reverse! And they're pulling out everything that they've got here. And we're only in the first half.
Antindi talaga ang laro ng mga locals from both sides. Locals are really providing the offense for both their teams.
In fact, si Silas Mills has only 8 points in this ball game. Al Solis, yes!
Again, locals against locals. At medyo nawala na sa eksena itong mga imports dito.
Al Solis, who's probably one of the best clutch three-point shooter in this league has ever seen. 43-40, 3-point lead. Williams, pumake ng tres, bubukol sa labas. Wala. Tinapik ni Mervin Castelo. Nasa gap na balik ni Williams. Libre, wala pa rin. And look at Silas Mills just standing around there.
Well, I was expecting him to get one or two of those rebounds, pero ang nakakakuha yung mga kasama niya.
I mean, I don't know exactly kung anong gusto mangyari kung si Mills. But they've got to talk to him. 15 seconds remaining dito sa ating first half. Capasio, umatras kay Jun Marzan, nabitawan ng dribble. Ito si Jerry Esplana looking downstairs. Sa orasan, marami pa to. Sabi niya, 2 seconds, tumira siya ng turnaround. Wala. And that'll do it dito sa first half in what has been an action-packed first 24 minutes of game number 7 of this championship series between Mobiline and Formula Shell. Al Solis bringing out his rifle today, banging away from the outside. And that has cut down Formula Shell's lead to 3 points. Makalipas ang unang yugto o unang kalahati nitong larong ito. Well, more of this game number 7 when ating centennial year ng Bayan ng Superstars. And what a classic game it has been so far. We start the third quarter and Jerry Esplana opens up the scoring. 12 points in the ball game para kay Jerry Esplana Yeng. And what a game he's playing today.
Tuloy ang magandang laro ng mga locals, especially Jerry Esplana at the guard position.
Silas Mills now going to work and he gets the first 2 points dito sa third quarter para naman sa Mobiline.
Mukhang matindi itong pace na ito yung first 2 offensive thrust ng parehong team madali sila naka-score.
Inside, nice entry pass, malakas ang tira. Ang rebound nakuha ni Silas Mills. McClary now playing at may 4 na fouls po. Mga kaibigan, si T. McClary, he picked up 4 fouls back in the second quarter. Capasio from the corner pocket. Wala. Picks up his own miss.
Nakita natin yung ball movement nila ron maganda pa rin. Nahuli pa yung rotation pero ito naka-adjust na yung shell rotation dito.
Mills nakakita ng buwak.
Wow!
Yung pasa niya nasa apal. Mills pa rin. Sasaksak sa loob. Nasa apal na naman ang bahagya. Medyo nagpilit din si Silas Mills, ha?
Oo, pwede siya dumrapas pero he chose to take it himself. John Best.
Nice fast break play para sa Formula Shell. John Best with a total of 16. And the lead is back to 5 points, 47-42. And that's a good call.
Yun, tumama sa paa ni Glenn yun.
Tinapik ni Williams. Tumama huli sa binti ni Glenn Capasio.
Ito naging problema doon sa umpisa ng first half kanina. Itong Mobiline din. Pagkagaling ng timeout o pagkagaling ng break, mababa pa yung kanilang intensity pagpasok.
Oo. McClary nilabas kay Al Solis. Libre si Capasio. Inilapit niya. Nilaglag kay Eric Reyes. Binalik kay McClary. Wala.
Oh. Esplana, rumi-rebound na lang. Hindi lang nagko-contribute sa offense. Does some other little things for his team.
Ang average niyan 2.5 rebounds lamang kada laro. Pero dito sa larong ito, talaga si Jerry Esplana parang ito na ang pagkakataon ko makakuha muli ng corona since my rookie year in 1990. Turn around ni John Best. Going short. Still a 5-point lead for Formula Shell.
Tignan natin, Silas Mills gustong makabawi dito sa second half.
Outside to Glenn Capasio. And Glenn Capasio has been hot from the outside. 8 points in the ball game. Dalawang PLDT long distance conversions. A nice steal. Pinagtulungan si Williams, ni Capasio, tsaka ni Solis. Pero yung triple ni Silas Mills na bitawan. Napunta kay Jerry Esplana. Esplana pa rin. Deal pick sa likod ni Al Solis. And they come back the other way. Solis looking, taking the shot and gets the basket. And it's a tied ball game at 47.
Well, you really have to appreciate the guards of Mobiline, Glenn Capasio and Al Solis. Hindi na nila iniintindi kung ano man gawin ng import nila, basta they'll do their job.
It has been the locals for both teams. John Best, nasapal sa likod, pero pumasok pa rin.
Ay, nako. Well,
Disgrasya pa.
Oo, yun ang mga tinatawag nating breaks of the game again.
Siguro kung hindi nahawakan niya, baka malakas yung tira eh. Oy, si McLaren naman yung spin move niya. And now the action and the scoring has picked up a scorching pace dito sa third quarter. 8 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Kinailangan lang pala ng ilang minuto bago mag-init from the break itong dalawang team na ito.
Tira ni Donald Williams on the lane. Runner off the lane. And Williams now with a total of 12 points. Back to a 2-point lead para sa Formula Shell. Mobiline has tasted the lead only once.
Ito si Team McLaren.
McLaren gets away!
Well, walang help defense ang Shell doon. Hindi nila tinulungan si Chris Jackson. Walang kalaban-laban si Chris Jackson kung gano'n ang posisyon ng depensa. No? They have to send him some help. Ay double team.
John Best, sisiksik sa loob. Oh, pinalibag yung bola, pasok pa rin.
Paulit-ulit yung play na yun ng Shell. Ano? They go to that play every time. Pero hanggang ngayon, medyo may lapses pa yung Mobiline defense. Hindi nakaka-adjust kagad.
53-51. What a ball game. Oh, nice shot! Si Cyrus Mills naman for 3. And Mobiline back on top by 1, 54-53.
Nag-iba yung tema. It used to be a defensive game. Now it's an offensive game for both teams.
Akala mo shootout eh, no?
Yes.
Tira ni Paras, nakuha ni Silas Mills. Humaharurot pababa. Mills pa rin, behind the back. Muntik na mapitawan, nabigay kay Al Solis. Mills gives it to Capasio, wide open! Wala!
Ayun, pagka malapit, nagmiminti si Glenn eh. Kaninang malayo, ang ganda ng percentage niya.
Esplana, muntik na maagawan na, muntik na nga, natuluyan na. Ito na si T. McLaren, hinabol ni Williams, binigay kay Capasio, tuloy-tuloy sa basket. And that will go in. And Mobiline is on a rampage. They're online here. And they're on top by 3 and they're rocking.
Momentum shift na ito, napunta na sa Mobiline.
What a ball game. Game number 7 and we're happy to have you with us, Philippines.
Well, this is a good move here, slowing down the tempo a little bit.
Outside shot, nothing there. At tapik na ko ni T. McLaren. At may foul si Chris Jackson. Oh, pampihira itong larong ito.
Ay, nako, game 7 na to. Championship.
And this is only one half of our doubleheader tonight. Eric Altamirano looking on as his team has erected a 3-point lead. All of a sudden, his imports are alive and kicking. They're on top by 3. He played awesome in the first half, but in the second half, Silas Mills has exploded. And you talk about passion, well, this is not just the passion of the nation. This is a way of life. Ito po ang PBA. And this is game number 7 ng Governor's Cup Finals. Inside, Eric Reyes faking, almost clearing the basket. Ang tabik na punta kay Benji Paras.
Pakaganda sana nun. Would have continued the momentum for Mobiline. Tignan natin local scoring. Oh, Mobiline lamang sa local scoring.
Wow! Sos Mariosep! Ikaw na ang mapunta sa game number 7. And this is where you raise the intensity and your level of play. Donald Williams on the rise. Watch it again.
Tignan natin. Tignan nyo itong tirang to. Habulin ni Glenn.
Well, you want heroes on the rise?
Yun.
That's a hero on the rise.
At pagka hindi nyo napanood tong larong to, nako, laki ng na-miss nyo sa
Ang
kuha
laki.
Ay, nako. Kailangan
Where
panoorin.
have you been? Tandaan niyo po mga kaibigan, this is only half of our coverage in our second game today. Ang ating unang laro sa 13th Asian Games, yung Philippine Centennial Basketball Team, and we have very good news for all of you. Bagamat itong Kazakhstan hindi natin na-scout at malaking koponan, It was a very, very good game, mga kaibigan. And you watch that ball game, I'm sure it will keep you awake dahil pambihira daw ang ating nakuhang balita mula sa Bangkok.
Magandang laro yun. Alam mo ba itong Kazakhstan na ito, malakas na team ito.
Malakas ito.
Russian Republic ito dati. So malalaki yan at saka malalakas na tao yan.
Hindi na babanggit ito, pero ito yung tipong kasing lalaki ng Inchik sa pagdating sa kanilang kupunan.
Baka mas malaki pa.
Oo. Samantala, dinodomina ng Mobiline ang offensive rebounding, although may inaawakang risk ngayon itong si T. McClary. A foul called on, let's see, Benji Paras on this play. Maganda yung offensive rebound dito. Kita mo, ayun ang foul. Susundot, sinabay.
Yun ang foul.
Ayun. McClary will go to the free throw line. Also, paalala lamang mga kaibigan, tuloy-tuloy po ang VTV coverage, exclusive coverage of the 13th Nation Games. Heroes on the rise every day, every night. Ang aming coverage. Today, of course, i-feature natin ang unang laro ng Philippine basketball team laban sa Kazakhstan, anchored in Manila by Randy Sakdalan at si Norman Black. They're already in the studio right now. And of course, sa Bangkok, Ed Pixon and Andy Howe taking care of matters. 9 p.m. tonight, right after game number 7. But this game is far from over. 90s, or rather 57 all. Tabla ang ating talaan. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Dikit na dikit, kasamang Noli. And sinasabi natin, which team has a bigger heart? Which team is hungrier? Eto, malapit na nating makita sagot.
And which team is destined to win another crown? Outside shot! He is red hot here in the third quarter. Total of 9 points para kay John Best. May kabuwang 23 puntos. Abante muli ng 3 ang Formula Shell. Hindi bumibitaw ang kahit na anong kupunan dito.
At puro double team na rito sa Shell. Ang kailangan bantayan nila yung 3-point shot.
Muntik na magawan. 6 seconds na lamang sa shot clock ng Mobiline. McClary knows him. Ang bola natapik. Kailangan niya nang itira. Muntik na pumasok. Offensive rebound ni McClary. Oy, ang ganda natapik ni Jerry Plana sa ilalim. And there's gonna be a foul against Silas Mills. That's a tremendous play mula kay Jerry Plana.
Napakagandang play para kay Jerry. Agaw na yun, 2 points na yun para kay McClary, pero na-convert pa niya sa isang steal. Ayan, tingnan natin ang action dito. Malinis ang pagkakatapik ni Jerry sa ilalim.
Pati
Ayun.
pala si Williams
Sa likod natapik ni Williams.
Nakasali dun sa play na yon, and that cost Mobiline possession. And you know, we have a very colorful crowd dito sa loob ng Cuneta Astrodome, cheering on both teams. Evenly divided itong Astrodome today,
Oo. At saka, alam mo, itong mga fans ng both sides, they're just really cheering for their team,
They're also very hungry for a victory.
Oo.
This is actually a rematch ng Centennial Cup Finals na pinanalunan ng Mobiline. Nice tap, tumama sa uli. Dun sa binti ni Patrick Fran, it will remain with Formula Shell.
That's another good break in. Nagkakasunod-sunod yung break ng Shell dito.
Well, you talk about breaks, Yeng. Sabi nga natin, ang Mobiline has never won dito sa Cuneta Astrodome. Mr. Oscar Reyes, ang top man ng Formula Shell or ng Pilipinas Shell. 3-point lead para sa Shell. Outside shot, in and out. Rebound. Tumama kay Patrick para napunta ngayon kay Silas Mills. He will spin. Naagawan siya ni Jackson. Ahead si John Best. Good night! Yes!
Lumayo na si T. McClary. Mabuti na control niya yung sarili niya.
Muntik na yun.
Muntik na siyang pumaw doon ulit kay John Best.
And it's back to a 5-point lead. Mills. Yoy! Confident shot. Walang rebounder to Yeng.
Cool na cool, oh.
Another PLDT long distance bomb. 16 points para kay Silas Mills. Adding 8 points dito sa third quarter.
Nakapress na ng full court itong Mobiline, adding more pressure to the guards, on the guards of Shell.
2 minuto, 45 saglit po. Nalalabi sa ating third. 3 seconds to shoot. Bailout shot. Nothing there. Rebound ni John Best. Yes!
Oh, tumigil na naman si Silas Mills. Hanggang hindi mo naririnig yung pito, kailangan diretso laro lang.
Diretso. McClary. Yoy! Mapasok din yan.
Woo! Kung ano yung coolness ni Silas Mills, Yun naman yung talagang aggressiveness at gigil nitong si T. McClary, ha.
Hingal kabayo, mga kaibigan, ng magkabilang koponan. And we need this break. Ito po ang bayan ng Superstars and we're in game number 7.
Quality Outlast Battery, winner of International Award for Quality.
Muli po isang magandang gabi sa inyo lahat, mga kaibigan, lalong-lalo na sa aking mga kalalawigan sa Laguna, sa San Pablo City, of course, sa Los Baños, Laguna. Bah, kita mo naman yan. Salamat sa inyo lahat.
Ay, nako.
Well, you are now being seen on Vintage Television.
Ganun pala paraan para makuha ka sa TV, ha.
The night is alive on VTV and so is this ball game. It's just a 1-point lead para sa Formula Shell, 64-63.
Ito na yung guard pressure ng Mobiline. Well, they caught up with Shell with this kind of pressure. Nakita natin kanina, not too much science, ano, in this game. Talagang labo-labo, bara-bara na.
Ikaw na, ako na. Yan naman, si Victor Pablo naman. Nagpapasimula na rin kumiling. First 2 points ni Victor Pablo and he certainly has to pick up his scoring. Ano yung?
Yes, at yun, importante. Yung mga teammates niya nag-contribute na. Kailangan makapag-contribute na rin si Vic Pablo.
Mills pulling up for a 3. Pa naman!
Ngayon nag-iinit ito si Silas Mills. Ngayon importante at ngayon siya kailangan.
That is his third triple of the quarter. Pang-apat na niyang PLDT long distance shot. 19 points para kay Mills. Williams, binobala sa bal! Nice block ni Silas Mills.
Well, on both ends of the court, biglang nabuhayan itong si Silas Mills.
McClary, inilabas kay Al Solis. Sees Mills. Hinahanap na ngayon nila si Mills. Cross court. Ang haba ng pasa dito. Solis tumira sa labas. Masyadong malakas. Lead pass. Nako. Delikado. Ano si Patrick Fran? Binangga. Offensive foul.
Yun ang problema ni Donald Williams. Finishing on the fast break. He's not that strong a player to finish on the fast break. Gusto niya pull-up jumper pero nakapwesto na si Patrick Fran.
And Patrick Fran is not a member of the all-defensive team for nothing. Tabla pa rin po ang ating talaan. A minute and 10 seconds remaining. Mills gives it to Capasio. Yes! And Mobiline balik sa lamang. 68-66. A minute remaining in the third.
Well, Shell needs to organize in this play dahil kanina pa sila nakukunan ng momentum nitong Mobiline. This is the two-man game, pick and roll.
Esplana, tinirahan si Patrick Fran. Not the shot, not the best shot you wanna take. Doon sa situasyon.
It's not a good shot to take, especially in that situation. May oras pa sila.
37 seconds dito sa third quarter. Mills, nakakalas! Woo!
Ito na.
Silas Mills.
Well, Amang Noli, nangingibabaw talaga yung sinasabi natin, yung natural talent nitong si Silas Mills dito sa larong ito.
Pag gusto niya maglaro, kaya-kaya. Donald Williams, nasapal. John Best. At may foul. Natatawagin laban kay Silas Mills. Loose ball foul yan. Neither team in the penalty. Third foul, however, is Silas Mills with 15.3 seconds remaining sa third quarter.
Ito yung sinasabi nating delikado ng mga flashes of brilliance, no? Nitong si Silas Mills. Importante lang ma-maintain niya, eh. Huwag lang maging flash, no? Maging all game long.
Well, right now, mukhang seryoso na. He's all business. John Best, nilabas ni Victor Pablo. Jump shot, yes!
Well, ito na yung contribution by Vic Pablo.
Outlet. Uy, foul si Donald Williams dyan. Uy, nako. Tagilid ka dyan. Pag tinamaan mo si referee Bernarte, medyo problema yan. Well, they're not yet in the penalty.
Well, that's still a good foul, ha? Kung wala sila sa penalty, that means, yeah, tignan natin.
Ayun, ang tulak. Mills actually, or rather McClary actually had the leap on Donald Williams. Perry Ronquillo rolling up his sleeves now. Well, it's time to go to work, guys. And they're certainly working hard. A royal turnover laban si Silas Mills with only 0.9 of a second remaining.
Sinasabi natin, may flashes of brilliance itong si Silas Mills.
And
minsan
lapses
naman,
also.
Lapses naman sa kabila.
Pinato ni Williams. Tingnan natin, wala po yung kanyang bato. But what a third quarter it has been. A high-scoring third quarter. Silas Mills Hells all of a sudden taking charge of this ball game. 13 third quarter points at abante na ang Mobiline by 2, 70-68 after 3 quarters.
Pavitan, the official energy drink of the PBA. The Pavitan gets you going.
Mrs. Erica Altamirano together with her son. Uy, si Van Dolph is also on hand. Siya ang ating face of the day. Of course, si Van Dolph, very popular comedian. We see some of the nicest people at jogging, and of course, we see some of the nicest people here at the PBA. Final quarter of game number 7. Happy to have you with us, Philippines. Noli Yala po kasama si Yeng Giao. At may foul sa pagpapasimula ng ating huling yugto nitong ating final game of the season. Jojo Lim will pick up his foul.
Biglang nabuhayan dito si Silas Mills. Talagang baka tuma-timing lang to. Gusto niya dito sa third and fourth quarter siya kakamada. Kaya ayan, hinahanap na siya ng team niya.
Parang nagpi-pacing lang eh. Ngayon, ito na.
Ayan.
It's winning time. And Silas Mills getting another basket. 23 points para kay Silas Mills. Agawan! Tumama sa paa ni John Best, and it will go back to Mobiline. Yan ang value ng isang Patrick Fran.
Yes.
Never giving up on a play. Yung hustle na ipinapakita niya, hindi nakikita yun sa stat sheet eh.
Hindi mo makikita yon, pero buong-buo yung play na yun para kay Patrick Fran yun. Give him the credit.
11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, they look for Silas Mills. May foul ay tinawag si referee Cruz.
Dalawa na problema ng Shell dito. Mainit si Silas Mills. But at the same time, if they throw the double team or triple team, any of these guards of Mobiline can make that 3-point shot.
Totoo yan. Well, si Jojo Lim will now sit down. Chris Jackson back in the game again. Mga kaibigan, inaanyayahan namin kayo. Nakita niyo yung mga fans ng Mobiline. Our second game today, after this game number 7, laban ng Pilipinas at Kazakhstan sa men's basketball ng Asian Games sa Bangkok. Outside shot ni Capasio, wala. We have very good news. Well, sabihin na natin, Yeng, nanalo po ang Pilipinas laban sa Kazakhstan.
Pero wag mo muna sabihin yung score.
Wag natin sabihin, but it was a beautiful ball game. Antabayanan niyo po yan right after game number 7. Tira ni Castillo, wala. Nakuha ni Patrick Fran ang rebound.
Ang ganda ng help doon ni Team McClary. Talaga walang magawa kundi lubuhan yung tira.
Inside, si Noy Castillo naman ang sumira dun sa play na yon. So everybody contributing even just a little bit kung paano man pwedeng maging lumahok dun sa play, no?
Yes, and offense and defense, ito, sinasabi natin, intangible yan, hindi natin makikita sa statistics yan.
We talked about yung 80-point barometer. Well, today, obviously, this will be broken. But mukhang dito sa Game 7, wala na yung mga stats na yan eh. It's all heart, it's all destiny, and it's all history here today. McClary, yes! May kasama pa, humihingi pa ng foul doon. Si D. McClary. And it seems like Formula Shell will ask for a 20-second timeout. Ball movement, Yeng. Ball movement dito sa play na to.
Well, that's what you call making those extra passes. Yun, makikita natin. Yun ang resulta. If you move the ball and make the defense work, merong isang maiiwan dyan. Ayan, naka-advantage siya dyan si Team McClary. At ang problema talaga ng Shell now, dalawa na, inside, outside na, problema ng Shell ngayon.
The M&M combination ng Mobiline Phone Pals. Well, they're playing beautiful music together and they're just sweetening the pot right now. Si Team McClary naman ngayon ang kumakamada. A veteran of Jacksonville University. Of course, return ito ng PBA. And Team McClary now has a total of 22 points. Kasama ng 23 naman ni Mills. They have combined for 45 of the 74 ng Mobiline. Right now, they're on top by 6.
Pinag-uusapan natin kanina sa umpisa, yung experience. Ito, yes.
Alam mo, problema ng Shell, pinagbababa nila ng bola si Castillo, who is not a normal point guard, ha?
Yes, tama ka dyan. And we'd like to see probably Jerry Esplana.
Mills. Sa loob naman, nabitawan niya yung bola at that time. Babalik ang possession sa panig ng Formula Shell. Let's take you back sa ating guard matchup. Silas Mills has exploded here in the second half. John Best hindi naman masyadong malayo.
Pero ang laki ng hinabol dito, no, in terms of points. Ang laki ng hinabol dito ni Silas Mills. Third and fourth quarter. Rebounds talagang lamang siya sa lahat. Assist and turnovers almost equal.
Yun nga sinasabi natin, hindi po malayo ang lamang ni John Best, only 4 points. Pero dito sa fourth quarter, hindi pa gumagawa ng puntos itong si John Best. 9.5 remaining.
At isang naging silent din dito sa quarter na to, sa last few minutes, itong si Donald Williams. Hirap pa rin.
Hirap na hirap talaga. 16 na puntos pa lamang si Donald Williams after scoring 10 in the first half. So he has only scored 6 here in the second. 9 and 15 remaining. Solis libre sa tres. Wala. Rebound ni Jackson. Malaki yun.
Oh, at well, talagang si Ansolis, he'll take that shot anytime you give it to him.
Nagmadali si Williams. Mabuti na lamang tatapik yung bola pagtungo sa kanya. Paras. Iniwasan. Napakaganda naman ng layup ni Benji Paras. Kala mo slow motion. Ano?
Hirap na rin si John Best, no? Hirap na rin po umupensa, pumuntos. Hirap si Donald Williams. So who's the next guy in line? Benji Paras takes the responsibility.
Will history repeat itself? Mobiline won in the Centennial Cup laban sa Formula Shell in a one-game affair. Now it's down to a one-game affair dito sa Governor's Cup. Outside shot, wala. Tapik ni Mills, lalabas yan. And it will go back to Formula Shell.
Maganda pa rin ginagawa ng Mobiline, ano? Ayan, si Mr. Manny Pangilinan.
Of course, the Chief Executive Officer ng PLDT. Top man ngayon, and of course, watching his sister company, ang Mobiline Phone Pals.
Ang pansin natin dito sa magkaibang opensa ng Shell at Mobiline, the Mobiline would rather move that ball and pass it around, find the open man. Etong Shell, they would rather dribble to an opening. Meron silang isolation or pick and roll.
Yung pinag-uusapan natin yung local support nung first half para sa Formula Shell. Dito sa second half, ilan pa lamang ang ginagawang puntos. In fact, if you look at it, 8 puntos pa lamang ang ginagawa ng mga locals. It's been all imports para sa Formula Shell dito sa second half. And that's certainly not helping them any. Although, nakashoot na naman si John Best to cut down that Mobiline lead to 2.
Nadagdagan pa ang,
Uy, ang ganda sa akin. Defense si Paras.
Matindi talaga. 2 points lang po ang lamang.
Esplana, bounce pass, Benji Paras. Oh! Spectacular shot mula kay Benji Paras. And it's all tied here at 74 all with 7:45 remaining. The Tower of Power back in action, and there's reverse to tie this ball game. Well, the faces of the Mobiline fans. 7 minutes and 45 na lang po nalalabi sa ating game number 7 at nararamdaman na nila yung intensity at saka yung pressure nitong larong ito. Even if you're just sitting on that particular seat, medyo talaga mararamdaman mo yung pinagdadaanan ng mga players.
Saka yung mga asawa nila, lalo na, no? Mga kaibigan nila, kanya-kanyang dasal na rito.
At the half, nakita natin some of the wives and their supporters nandun sa may malapit na dugout at talagang parang nagpi-prayer meeting dun . In the meantime, Mobiline back on the attack. Naubusan ng oras sa kanilang shot clock. They should have taken the shot. Libre na si Capaccio dun, no?
Well, sometimes there's such a thing as overpassing. Ano, sa situation na yun. Sumobra naman sa pasa. Nakalimutan na yung shot clock.
Eric Altamirano with Ryan Gregorio by his side. Altamirano looking for his second crown dito sa PBA. Actually, ang kanilang matchup ni Perry Ronquillo, head-to-head, tabla. 6-6 ang kanilang record. Williams, and that will count.
Ang ganda na idinipensa ni Glenn doon, pero talagang magaling lang ito si Donald Williams. Kanina pa niya pinahihirapan yan, pero that time it's Donald Williams over Glenn.
Glenn Capaccio will pick up now his 5th personal foul. Second team foul ng Mobiline, and a 3-point play coming up para kay Donald Williams. Paulit-ulit kong sasabihin ito, mga kaibigan. Huwag nyo kaming lulubayan right after this ball game. You cannot miss that game. The Philippines Centennial basketball team laban sa Kazakhstan. Panalo po tayo, but it was a hard-fought game against a very strong Kazakhstan team. At makikita nyo ang heroics ng ating mga Filipino Cagers in their search for that precious gold. Ika nga, holy grail of sports para sa mga Pilipino.
Well, here's the passing game again of Mobiline.
Nagawa ni Chris Jackson. Pero yung pasa, muntik na rin magawa ni Capasio. Abante ng Shell. Abante si John Best and he will give them a 5-point lead. Ngayon, wala na bumababa sa depensa naman ng Mobiline, Yeng.
Oo,
Transition, ha?
nakita natin dito, nawili naman sila, moving that ball around. Adjusted na yung defense ng Shell, so they have to penetrate, and slash. Wala nang slasher itong Mobiline, eh.
Puro pasa, puro pasa.
Yes.
Tumina sa labas. Good line, naba naman. He has been red hot. 5 out of 6 from the 3-point range. Ang good top mula kay Silas Mills. 79-77 is our score. Formula Shell on top by 2. Mills, pumake na 3. Nakalusot, tuloy-tuloy. Nilabas kay Alsoles for 3. Yes! And all of a sudden, yung 5-point lead na pura na lamang, Yeng.
Alam mo, I thought Silas Mills should have taken that shot. Malapit na siya, walang depensa sa harap niya. Pero
Sabay nilabas pa.
pinasa pa niya.
Balik ang kalamangan sa panig ng Mobiline with 5:43 remaining and a bad pass by Benji Paras. What a ball game. And you're seeing it here sa bayan ng Superstars. Perry Ronquillo trailing with 5.5 remaining.
Well, this is pressure time. Tignan natin dito who can withstand this kind of a pressure.
Formula Shell. Sige, Yeng.
Well, both teams showing talagang pan-championship caliber tong dalawang team na ito.
Panay bomba mula sa labas. And what a ball game para sa Mobiline. They have erected a 4-point lead and it's rocking dito sa Conetta Astrodome behind the big guns from the outside ng Phone Pals. The Mobiline fans storming the heavens. Mrs. Lim, samantala tingnan natin ang ating Dutch boy in the paint numbers, Yeng.
Yes, let's look at the numbers now. Umangat na itong Shell dito sa inside points. Rebounds dito lumayo ang Mobiline. And they needed those rebounds actually to go for those fast breaks. At sa block shots, lamang lang ng isa itong Shell.
Of course, lamang sa inside points ng Formula Shell. Pero sa labas naman, pagdating sa sniping, lalong-lalo na from 3-point area, Yeng, ang layo, milya-milya ang lamang ng Mobiline dito.
Yes, at pinahihirapan talaga nila yung defensive rotation dito ng Shell. Kung hindi sila maghahabol ng outside shot, they're open, then they can take. Mobiline can make those shots. Kung hindi naman, Silas Mills can penetrate.
Outside shot, Williams! Yan naman ang nagpakita. 3-point bomb. Pangatlo yan mula sa PLDT long distance area. 22 points para kay Donald Williams and the lead has been cut down to 1 after a 9-0 run ng Mobiline. Ito naman ang Formula Shell. Babalik na naman.
Oo, at courtesy of Donald Williams na kanina, medyo tahimik na pero bumawi ngayon.
Solis, titira sa labas. Patay na naman.
Ay, nako.
Pang-apat na PLDT long distance shot ni Al Solis. 16 points for the pride of Mandaue. And the lead goes back to 4 para sa Mobiline Phone Pals.
Pag ganito kainit si Al, you better not leave him open doon sa 3-point shot niyang yan.
You better watch out.
Yeah.
You better not cry.
Ikaw,
Outside shot, wala. Offensive rebound ni Benji Paras. Ano ba naman to? We are already past the 80-point mark, although Mobiline is still leading here. Remember, Mobiline has a losing record whenever their opponents shoot more than 80 points. But today is a different day. It's a different game. This is must-see basketball sa bayan ng Superstars. 9 seconds na lamang.
Tinitignan din natin dito yung kanilang attitude towards taking those important, crucial shots here. And we know Al Solis, Glenn Capasio will take that important shot if it's needed.
Right now, pasa natin kay Sepi Cristobal and report tungkol sa Mobiline. Sepi, what's up?
Okay, thank you, Noli. Kung mapapansin nyo, parang naglalakad si Silas Mills at he seems like to be separated from his teammates during huddle. But now Silas Mills has spoken. Kinausap niya ang kanyang mga teammates. Sabi niya, listen guys, whenever I have the ball, help me try to convert. Of course, from that time on, lahat na ng mga players, they're all supporting each other and giving whatever instructions to each other. So I hope from there, everything will go well. Noli?
Maraming salamat, Sepi. Well, certainly the turnaround of this ball game has been the performance ni Silas Mills from a measly 8 points nung first half 26 points na binubuhos nito sa ating laro. Total of 18 dito sa second half.
Alam mo itong Mobiline players, pinakikiramdaman lang talaga nila itong si Silas Mills.
Oo.
They know if he works hard and he has the ability and talent, sila malaking chance na manalo.
Now it's a matter of putting it all together for 48 minutes. Abante ang Mobiline, pero Formula Shell is certainly not out of this one. Solis na naman, masyado malakas.
Well, that time, Donald Williams, respecting what Al Solis can do from the three-point area, tried to bother him, you know?
Oo, he came out to try and defend against Al Solis. Esplana, faking, binigay kay Paras, set shot, pero inilapit niya. May foul na itatawag si referee Cruz. And this one seems like will go against Patrick Fran. That'll be number 4 now on Patrick Fran.
Napakaganda.
Kita mo naman yung mga asawa ng Formula Shell, or rather Mobiline.
Napakaganda ng laro ito, sinasabi natin. And kung nervyoso kang klaseng player o kaya nervyoso kang coach, wala kang karapatan na nandito ka. No? Itong dalawang team na ito, pinakikita nila, they have all the right to be here. No?
At alam mo, pinapakita nito larong ito, Yeng, yung level ng play ng PBA. Talagang when it comes to a game that you have to win, as we see Jackie Forster, asawa ni Benji Paras, talagang you come out and play dito sa PBA. Walang mahinang shooting, walang nasasayang na galaw.
No excuses.
No
ika nga.
excuses.
No excuses.
And certainly no room for mistakes in a Game 7 situation.
Yes.
Benji Paras scanning both. He has also come out to play today. 14 points para sa Tower of Power, already outdoing his average dito sa title series. Glenn Capasio looking downstairs. Natapik ni Benji Paras, ni Benji Paras palabas. Medyo nagkakabuhol-buhol na yon.
At tayo, baka mabuhusan tayo ng boses dito dahil kailangan din tayo sumigaw just to hear ourselves dito sa ingay dito sa loob ng Astrodome.
Hindi malayo. Inikot nila Patrick Fran sa tuktok ng 3-point area. Offline that time. Pero yung bola nabalik kay Glenn Capasio. Swerte pa tong Mobiline, ha?
Swerte, natumba ron si Chris Jackson.
Silas Mills from the corner. Yes! What a performance by Silas Mills. He has only missed once mula sa 3-point range. 6 out of 7 si Silas Mills today.
Parang napakadali. Kung titignan mo yung shooting form ni Silas Mills, he was so cool.
There's a foul, bump foul, laban kay Silas Mills. With 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in game number 7. Pangapat na foul yan ni Silas Mills. Panoorin mo ulit itong formang ito. How sweet it is from the corner pocket. Nothing but the bottom of the net para kay Silas Mills.
Well, they go to the usual pick and roll here, but the defense is there.
Paras! Oh, yes! Coming to the rescue si Benji Paras. Talagang makikita mo, he has put on his game face dito, Yeng.
Yes, at dalawa lang ang pupuntahang play nitong Shell. It's either that pick and roll on the post-up play for John Best.
Kapit Bayan, Twilight Zone. As we enter the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Hope, the largest selling luxury cigarette. This is it. This is winning time. Mills from the outside. No, Jackson gets the rebound. It cannot get any closer than this.
Ayun, tama ginawa ni Jerry Esplana doon. Hinintay niya muna yung kanilang mga import.
Williams, 5 fouls na si Glenn Capasio. Inilabas kay Benji Paras. Binangga si Patrick Fran, nakakita ng puwang, and Benji Paras again, plus the foul.
Well, Benji Paras showing here that he's not the only MVP rookie. Kung bakit siya nabigyan ng ganyang titulo. Ayan.
I have not seen Benji Paras play this way in a long, long time. And what a performance, dominating inside. 18 points in the ball game para kay Benji Paras. 12 nakuha niya dito sa fourth quarter, Yeng.
Alam natin pinakita yung litrato ni Benji kanina, nasugatan siya dun sa kanyang upper lip, pero baliwala yan. Hindi na iniinda ni Benji yan.
Lamang na po ang Formula Shell in what has been a classic game number 7. There has only been 7 game 7 situations sa kasaysayan ng PBA. Formula Shell has been in 2 of them, and they have lost both game 7 situations that they've been in. Pero si Paras at the line to try and stretch their lead. Nagmintis siya. Napulot mo rin ni Benji Paras. Nasa paliti
madali. You just hold on to the ball and set it up.
And set it up they will do as they will now call a timeout. Tingnan natin. Full timeout para sa Mobiline. Only a minute and 22 seconds remaining. Kapitbayan, nasa home stretch na tayo. Nalaman kung magkakaroon tayo ng extension mga kaibigan. Well, in a minute and 22, those balloons will be dropping to the Cuneta Astrodome floor in celebration of a championship. But for whose championship o kanino man, hindi pa na natin alam. And they continue to storm the heavens with their prayers. This has been as close as it can get, Yeng. 1 point lead, a minute and 22 seconds to go in game number 7.
Wala nang hihigpit pa. In recent years, I don't recall a championship as close as this one, going 7 games, going down the wire, 1 minute 22 seconds left, 1 point lamang po ang Shell. Hindi pa natin alam kung anong mangyayari dito.
Nasa penalty na ang Mobiline, 2 team fouls lamang ang Formula Shell.
Well, every possession counts, and importante rito. Make one stop and you have an advantage for Shell.
Ito ang sa Formula Shell. Tinigilan nila si McLary. And now it's Mobiline's turn to put on the stop, or Formula Shell for the cushion here.
They go for the pick and roll.
Williams kay Chris Jackson. 8 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Nasa long court pa sila. 5 seconds. Williams pa rin. Pinilit yung tira. Wala. Rebound. Tinapik palabas. It will remain with Formula Shell with 47 seconds remaining here.
Maganda yung idinipensa doon ng Mobiline, but the problem is when you want to make a stop, you have to complete it with a rebound. Hindi nila nakompleto with the rebound.
And now, magkakaroon ng timeout ang Mobiline Phone Pals. Hang on to your seats, folks. We're coming back. Welcome back, Philippines, to the final 47 seconds ng ating laro. Noli Yala po kasama si Yeng Yao, and this crowd has been on pins and needles, Yeng.
Noli, meron ako nakikita rito, hindi humihinga eh. Himatayin to mga tao rito, meron mga hindi humihinga rito eh.
Vice Chairman Ray Gambo already on his feet, and they are protecting a 1-point lead on Formula Shell. And you know that this will go down the wire. So yung mga mahihina ang puso, well, konting alalay sa mga kasama dyan.
O kaya patayin niyo muna, Titi. Mahina puso eh.
Ayan na yung Formula Shell fans. Medyo nakakaamoy sila ng konting pag-asa dito dahil abante sila. Sila pang may tangan ng bola dito. Samantalang yung Mobiline medyo natahimik ng konti, but they know this is not yet over.
Alam natin dito, sigurado may possession pa rito ang Mobiline.
Oo.
So they need to make one stop here. Shell will use up most of the shot clock that they have, pero sigurado may possession pa rin ang Mobiline.
Williams, inilabas kay Esplana. Still a lot of time sa kanilang shot clock. Esplana pa rin. Now the shot clock is down to 9. Esplana trying to look for an opening. He forces this one. Yeah! Woo! What a shot!
Oh, that would be the biggest shot in this game
Of his career. Jerry Esplana, the Rookie of the Year back in 1990, giving Shell a 3-point lead. And Mobiline has 27 seconds to try and neutralize, but it's Jerry Esplana coming to the rescue. 27 seconds to go. Ito po ang bayan ng superstars.
Well, wait.
7.6 seconds remaining. 92-89 ang ating score. Abante po ang Formula Shell ng 3 puntos. Wala pa sa penalty ang Formula Shell. They have 3 more team fouls to give up here.
Yun ang kalaban ng Mobiline ngayon, yung foul situation.
Hold it, hold it. Medyo tumunog yung ating shot clock. Nakita natin yung 3-point shooting, Yeng. Although mukhang ang narinig natin doon sa huddle ni Eric Altamirano, go for a quick 2 points dito. So they're not yet looking at the court of last resort.
Hindi pa, pero they asked Al to spot up on the 3-point area.
Okay.
Kung sakaling malilibre siya, talagang pwede rin siyang hanapin doon. But the first priority for Mobiline, according to their coach, is to go for the 2-pointer muna.
Oo.
Muna nilang madaliin. And then on the other side, they can foul. Pwede silang pumaw sa kabila.
The chant of defense para sa Formula Shell. Silas Mills, nasa labas pa. They've got to hurry up here. They do not have the luxury of time. Mills, laban kay Best. Sasaksak sa loob at may foul si John Best. 19.4 seconds na lang.
Well, nakagamit sila ng mga 8 seconds doon sa possession na yun. And they have 2 fouls to give here before they reach penalty. At well, I don't know kung mag-iiba ng strategy dito si Coach Eric Altamirano if he's still asking the guys or his boys to go for a 2-pointer.
Tingnan natin. Silas Mills, tinatauhan ni John Best. Medyo nagtatagal sa labas. Pasa sa loob, McLary goes up. And that will count. Lead is down to 1. At yun ang foul kay Donald Williams. Well, not the best player to foul. Alam natin ang kagalingan ito sa free throw line. But in this situation, medyo iba na ang ating pinag-uusapan. Samantala, T. McLary picking up his 6th foul. Oh dear.
Wala siyang choice doon. He had to foul quickly. But pumwede rin na may isa pang katabi siyang kasama ron. Who could have given at that foul earlier than T. McLary.
Oh. Well, si McLary will foul out after scoring a total of 22 but only 2 points here in the 4th quarter. At ngayon si Williams ang susubukan mula sa free throw line. This guy has been nearly flawless dito sa championship. Lalong-lalo na sa free throw line. 84% ang kanyang average. 37 out of 44 prior to this ball game. Now Eric Reyes checking in for the fouled out T. McLary, and he can only watch and look now with 9.1 seconds remaining.
Alam mo, kahit na ma-shoot pareho ni Donald Williams, ito ang kanyang dalawang foul shots ito. 3 points lang ang lamang ng Shell. And sa dami ng 3-point shooters ng Mobiline sa loob, it's always a possibility that they can go for that 3-point shot. That time, hindi na sila pwedeng mag 2 points. Uy! Eto.
Sus Mariosep!
Iba na ang kwento niyan.
Iba na naman ang kwento dito. Williams missing his first free throw. Wala nang full timeout si Eric Altamirano. He only has 1:20 and 1:30 remaining. Samantalang ang Formula Shell still has 3 full timeouts to call. A big miss para kay Donald Williams, who back in his North Carolina days was a big hero sa NCAA Finals, making so many free throws down the stretch. He makes 1 out of 2 and a 2-point lead para sa Formula Shell. Now 20-second timeout ang tatawagin ni Eric Altamirano, and this is a whole new ball game. Dahil iba na ang complexion nito, iba yung 2 na lamang sa 3 na lamang. Ano yung?
Yes, iba yan. At ang situation dito, if you wanna go for an overtime, but if you're Mobiline, wala na si T. McLary, you would rather avoid going into overtime. So you'd rather take an outside shot here, maybe a 3-point shot. But if you have an easy 2 points, you can still go for an easy, quick 2 points. And
that's
then
true.
foul.
Well, wala nang option ito si Eric Altamirano except to inbound from the baseline dahil 20-second timeout lang ang kanyang tinawag with 9.1 seconds remaining. They can go actually for the clincher. Ika nga wag na natin patagalin kung ikaw yung susugal dyan. But there's also a possibility na kung makakakuha sila ng libreng access to the lane, kukunin nila yung mabilis na dalawa or at least to tie this ball game. But it has been a classic of a matchup. Formula Shell and Mobiline to the end. Ito yung mintis ni Donald Williams and the reaction.
Pwede pang pumout dito ang Shell. Meron pa silang 2 fouls to give. Malayo pang gagalingan ng Mobiline. Sa backcourt pa sila.
Solis sa kumuha ng bola. Yun ang foul ni Jerry Esplana. 6.7 seconds remaining. 3-point shooting. That may be an important statistic at this point.
Yes, but if the key here for Mobiline is to get that ball into Silas Mills' hands.
Oh.
If they can get that ball into Silas Mills' hands, then anything can happen.
1 more foul to give ang Formula Shell. Ngayon, 30-second timeout naman ang Mobiline Phone Pals. We will hang on to the air. And again, maraming salamat. We're happy to have you with us, mga kaibigan, for game number 7 of what has been a classic series. Tandaan nyo, right after this ball game, another classic ball game. Philippines versus Kazakhstan sa Asian Games. Let's listen in kay Eric Altamirano kung maririnig natin sa lakas ng ingay dito.
Okay, let's see if he can get the ball, Papa. Okay. Sai, if you overplayed here, score here. Okay, just keep your your spacing. Keep your spacing. No more timeout.
Yeng,
Oo.
final instructions ni Eric Altamirano. That's his final timeout here.
Well, gusto niya rin makakuha ng bola dito si Silas Mills, but anticipated yan and tried to close the passing lanes to Silas Mills, and Shell still has one foul to give. So, well, situation is really bad for Mobiline, but as I said kanina, if you can get a clear, good look at the basket, huwag ka na maghintay na ma-foul ka, take the shot right away.
Ayun na foul. Binigay na nga kay Patrick Fran with 4.9 seconds to go. Mga a little less than 2 seconds na natapyas doon sa ating game clock now. Wala na. Nasa penalty na ang dalawang kupunan. This is it. This is the last shot. Either for the win or for the tie.
Well, classic championship. Game 7 po tayo.
Huwag niyong ubusin yung inyong mga kuko. This is it, mga kaibigan. 4.9 seconds to go. They wanna give it to the man who can shoot. Patrick Fran will take a three for the win. Voila! And Formula Cell will go away.